Well, spying on college kids has never been less sexy, and I should know. Yep, the AP reports breathlessly that the New York Police Department has been infiltrating Muslim student groups at city colleges, monitoring their internet activity and placing undercover agents in their ranks. The surveillance is part of a secret NYPD intelligence gathering effort that's put Muslim communities under watch, says one Brooklyn College elementary education major. Yes, they exist. We come to the room, we talk, we chill. Don't know what that means. So if another sister comes into the room and she's not a cop, that's not cool. Well, it sounds to me like she's hiding something. Regardless, a bunch of law professors at one city university have signed a statement warning that such an operation may have violated students' civil rights. But New York PD Commissioner Ray Kelly says police... Ray Kelly says police only follow leads and do not single out groups based on religion. Anyway, TV's Andy Levy wanted to comment on the story, but since he couldn't be here today, let's go live to him at his apartment. Andy.
This is what we do if you get sick on our staff.
I told you he doesn't wear boxer briefs.
Oh, right. Those are tidy whities.
Those are some nice legs, though.
Yeah.
I give credit where credit's due.
Who wants the vet to go in there and tape that one?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, that's why he's sick. Majority of Islamic terrorism causes involve college students. Almost all young men, well, all young men. So what's wrong with taking a look at Muslim students?
Well, look, I mean, if you're a semi-educated moron who hates Western civilization, hiding in a college is a pretty easy thing to do.
That's true.
So you're absolutely right. The idea they don't single out by religion, spare me. I don't think the Methodists are coming under much scrutiny. I still don't like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you don't like it.
I don't. It still makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
It does. Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know. The expansion of law enforcement after 9/11 is a mixed blessing. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. We've been protected. I'm grateful for that. But I do think it's worth, even if you're not a lefty, and God knows I'm not, stopping and saying, justify what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, what specifically are you doing?
I mean, I agree with you. It is a mixed blessing. It's awesome, and it's really, really awesome. Is that a mixed blessing?
What's awesome what's awesome about having
about
some
that?
fat mustachioed union guy grope you at the airport when you're trying to get on a freaking airplane? There's nothing awesome.
That sounds awesome to me.
No, you guys like it. I'm just saying.
Again,
What are you talking about? That's like what I dream about.
Come on.
It's all I...
There's so much that is sub-awesome about the police state we're building.
I know. Shabani, what do you think about this? You know, they turned their attention to colleges when I guess they'd heard about a student wanting to be a martyr, so they went in that direction.
I agree with Tucker. I just think there's better ways of dealing with this. I mean, start from a more grassroots effort, have other students report on one another, go into the mosque and befriend leaders within the mosque. I mean, this is a violation of privacy that you can't stand for. You can't stand for, because once you violate privacy and acts of freedom, then we start to get into a slippery slope.
But here's the
it's
thing.
not constitutional.
I will dispute that it's an invasion of privacy.
Okay.
And I still want to open that water theme park called Slippery Slope with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we've been talking about this. And it's not copyrighted.
Well,
No, it's already a bar in the Castro.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not technically a water theme park. Mine is a water theme park.
Oh, no,
the other problem is it's called Slippery Slope because we haven't figured a way to get back up, so just slide by.
Well, and every slide has a slippery slope scenario at the top, and then the worst case scenario at the bottom.
Yeah,
and it's going to be awesome.
So the slippery slope actually is really, really fun up there, but then right when you end up down there, you're like an evil racist.
Yes, you gave up one right for security by the time you go down there.
By the time you get down there, you're wet too. You're an evil wet racist.
And we will have a small thing saying that there are cameras everywhere, including the locker rooms, to avoid any type of legal mishap.
Yeah.
But it's going to be great. Yes.
So, Michael, I have a feeling, because you're a libertarian, you probably agree with them even more.
Yeah. I did like the sort of George Wallace water park conversation better, to be honest. But no, I mean, I'm sorry, but like, I have to agree with these hippies about civil liberties, but I do. Because it was a pretty thin read. If you actually read the story, they're like, oh, they went on a paintball excursion, and they'd also done like cricket and basketball and all this stuff. And so, you know, it seemed like, I mean, where was the evidence? Well, somebody said they wanted to be a martyr. There was like like they didn't have anyone that they could actually quote on that.
They're just saying that to get
saying, well, yeah. I mean, we all do. But yeah, it seemed like it was just bad policing, especially today when there was an actual plot with an Iranian operative.
Yeah, but we all know why that was released today. Am I right?
The timing.
The timing.
Holder.
Trying to create a distraction.
Broad left-wing conspiracy. Mel Gibson, Julia Roberts. Locked your canned goods. Where am I right now?
Here's the thing, Bill. This is my point. Ray Kelly says that we have thwarted 13 plots. If we hadn't, let's say one of them got through, we wouldn't be having this discussion. So in a weird way, we're having this discussion because the police have been so effective.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
They've been effective, but you know who's the largest population of people that have helped have said something or see something, that whole thing that I butchered? Muslims. Muslim Americans have been instrumental in finding radical Muslims and telling them that something weird's going on at their neighbor's place or something like that. I think they've already foiled 40 terrorist attacks that the police had nothing to do about.
I'm happy for that.
I am too. But what you got to do is you got to look at a situation like this where you've got mainstream American Muslims and they're being investigated by the man through nothing they've done themselves.
That's right.
You got to wonder, is this going to possibly affect them reporting things in the future?
Could it be?
You never know.
Slippery
And by the
slope?
way, hand in your libertarian card, please, sir.
No.
I hear you use that word a lot lately. I want it right now.
No. Here's the thing. I agree, but I wonder how much of the Muslim community disapprove of what they're talking about here. I bet not a lot. And again, that's a point
Based
I can
on
make
what?
without research.
Because everybody
Shivani,
knows.
this is my show. I don't need research.
Greg, you're
All right?
totally right.
I don't.
I completely agree with you.
Thank you for that.
I hope you have me back on the show.
Yes. Shivani, if I start doing,
I, on the other hand, will no longer be appearing on Red Eye.
if I start doing research, it's a slippery slope. I'm going to have to do research for so many stories. All right, I've beaten that joke to death. Do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. By the way, you can be a libertarian and still do stuff like that.
Slippery slope is also the name of Ed Asner's forehead.
I had no idea.
You did not know that, yes.
All right. Direct mail. You can get a hold of me there. Direct line. What am I saying? I think something's wrong with my brain. 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from Jesse Joyce. He's the new and better Andy Lee.
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by Buffalo Racing, the popular Thai sport where large horn cattle compete against each other for cash prizes. Thanks, Buffalo Racing.